So, you know how sometimes the simplest thing online can just explode? That's exactly what we're diving into today. It starts with a cooking live stream, of all things, but it ends up being this wild story about culture, how we see things, and just how fast we are to judge people online.
Right?
Right?
It totally sounds like the beginning of a bad joke. A lime, a spoon, and a superstar walk into a live stream. But no, this actually happened. And this question right here, it's the whole reason we're here. How in the world did these three everyday items spark a massive online fight?
All right, so let's set the scene. The story kicks off in a place we're all super familiar with by now, a live stream. You've got a global superstar just trying to connect with her millions of fans.
So there she is, Lisa from BLACKPINK, one of the biggest names in music, period. And she's just doing a casual cooking stream, hanging out, chatting with her fans. It's supposed to be this super relaxed, authentic moment that fans live for. But yeah, that chill vibe, it was about to get completely wrecked.
And this, right here, is where it all goes sideways. All of a sudden, every little thing Lisa does is being watched, I mean really watched, under this insane digital microscope. We're talking about simple stuff you do in the kitchen, about to become a huge, huge deal. Okay, so this is it. This is the tweet that lit the match. Someone grabs a clip of Lisa squeezing a lime, and get this, they call it a lemon, so they're already wrong, and basically accuses her of acting weird. The vibe is totally that she's being fake, trying too hard to look cute on camera. And, this wasn't just some random tweet that got ignored. Oh no, it went viral, and it went viral fast. Over 10,000 likes, that's a lot of people jumping on the bandwagon. It just goes to show how quickly a negative take can spread like wildfire online. This wasn't just one person's hot take anymore, it was a full-blown thing. And of course, the pile-on kept going. The internet wolves were out. Now another tweet pops up, this time going after the way she held a spoon. Seriously, they called it mediocre, and again hinted that it was all for show. But just when all this negativity was reaching a fever pitch, something really cool happened. Just as things were getting ugly, her fans stepped in. And it wasn't just fans, but people who actually understood where she was coming from. And here's the best part. They didn't just jump in to fight, they started to explain. And just like that, the whole conversation shifted from this petty online drama to this amazing lesson in culture. So yeah, this breaks it down perfectly. On one side, you've got the accusation, made with zero information, she's being weird. And on the other side, the reality. This isn't some weird act. It's a totally normal, super practical way of doing things in her home country, Thailand. And this fan's reply is just perfect. First off, they're like, it's a lime, not a lemon. Mic drop. And then they hit him with the most important part. That's actually how Thai people squeeze a lime. So the original tweet wasn't just wrong about the fruit, it was completely clueless about the culture. Okay, so check this out, because there's a total logic to it. This isn't just some random quirk, it's a legit cooking hack. You use the spoon to get more pressure, which means you get way more juice out of the lime. Plus, and this is genius, it stops the juice from squirting you right in the eye. We've all been there, right? So it's actually smarter and cleaner. And it's the same exact story with the spoon. That thing that person called mediocre, turns out it's also a Thai technique. It's all about making it easier on your hands, and again, just being way more efficient in the kitchen. This fan's explanation, while maybe a little blunt, hits the nail on the head. You hold the spoon that way so it doesn't hurt your hand, and you can push harder. So these two things that looked so weird to outsiders, they're actually part of one single, really smart method for getting the job done. All right, so let's zoom out for a second, because this whole thing is way bigger than just Lisa and a lime. This is a story about what happens when cultures clash online, especially when people don't have the full picture. I really love this fan comment. It just completely reframes the whole situation, doesn't it? What some people saw as a fake performance was actually just her being her. It was her Thai culture coming out in the most normal, everyday way possible while she was making food. And really, what this all boils down to is a super important idea: cultural context. It's like the invisible background information that gives everything meaning. If you don't have that context, you're just guessing at what's going on. And as we just saw, those guesses can be not just wrong, but kind of mean, too. And that's the big takeaway, right? We live in this world where we can see and judge anyone instantly. And it's so easy to forget that what's normal for us isn't normal for everyone. Something that looks totally weird to you might be a tradition or just a really clever way of doing things for someone else.
So this whole thing kind of leaves us with a big question to ask ourselves. The next time you're scrolling and you see something that just seems off or weird, what's your gut reaction going to be? Are you going to jump to a conclusion, or are you going to be a little curious? It's something to think about for sure.